Hi, Steffen here from Programming X. In today's video we want to talk about an optional. Optional can roughly be used to indicate that a variable can be null or not. For today's video you should know the following concepts. You should know how the null reference works, you should know how lists work, and you should have a basic understanding of generics. Let's start with an example. First take a look at a product class. Our product class has two attributes, name and price and cents, and a suiting constructor. Then we have a search class. This one provides a method where we can search products by name. We have a list of available products here. This is some kind of mock database. I didn't want to program a database for this example. So these are all the products that we can basically find with this class. Then we have our search for products by name method. In this method we provide a name and then we iterate over all of our products, and if we have a hit here that one product name equals our searched name, then we return the product. If none of the products equals our searched name, then we return null. Then we have a main method. In our main method we create a search object and then we search for two products. A camera product, which is in our list, and a cable connector product, which is not in our list. Then we have to check whether our first product doesn't equal null. If that's the case, then we can print out the price. Then we do this for the second product. And as we can see, our first product won't equal null, so the system out will work. And in the second case, our product P2 will equal null, so we won't have this system out. And the question is, can we achieve a better way in dealing with these null checks or not? So let's use optional. From Java 8 and newer, we can use the optional type. Optional is a generic type, and as we can see here, our optional takes the generic type information, in our case simply product. That means our method returns a value which is either a product or it's empty. This is basically what an optional does. So how has our method changed? Well, instead of returning a product, we return an optional of product. That basically means we return an optional that contains a product, and when we do not find a product, we return an optional which is empty. This is our surrogate for null. So how has our code in the main method changed? Well, now it is possible that we use our optional object and invoke our isPresent method there. This basically looks into the optional container and looks, is a product in there or not, or is it empty? If there's a product in there, well, we can simply do our system or print line, then we can call the get method, which retrieves our product from the container, and then we can access the attribute price and cents. In the second case, we will also invoke isPresent on P2, but this time we will receive false because the optional container is empty. And therefore we won't print out the second product. This was an example of the use of optional. We can go one step further and we can also investigate whether an exception would be a better solution. Well, let's look at that. We can, instead of returning null, throw any runtime exception, for example, that we did not find a product with a given name. This looks good from the searches class point of view, but when we see how we use the code, well, we have to provide lengthy try-catch blocks to make sure that we do not print out any information of the product. So from the user's point of view that uses our search class, it's not a good solution in this case. Exceptions may be a good solution, particularly when dealing with errors. This is a great thing. But in this case, it's not such a good solution, I think. So what we have done so far, well, we had one option to return null and document that. Usually it is better to return an optional. Alternatively, we can also throw an exception. This might be good or might not be good. That depends whether we have a bunch of calls that can be wrapped in a try-catch block, or we have single calls which each have to be wrapped into a try-catch block. Or we can use the null object pattern. We will talk about the null object pattern in the next video. See you then. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.